Now, the last piece that I want us to talk about is upselling. So an upsell is pretty much just, or what upselling is just the process of convincing your guests to purchase something in addition to their current reservation, with the goal of actually maximizing those earnings. So an upsell is not just, I guess it doesn't just work for Airbnb. You can upsell when you have a website, anything like that, meaning that if you then go in and you say, buy some stocks, or the perfect actually example to show you what upselling is when you go into a store and you get all of your stuff, right? You have your cart, you go to the checkout line, and at the checkout line, they now have snacks, socks, all of these smaller items that you can now purchase after you've already said, okay, I made the decision, I have everything I need. They're offering you something more, another opportunity to buy something else. So that is one example, like physically within a brick and mortar store, of an upsell. But what that looks like here and with Airbnb. So again, you are just offering your guests something additional to purchase. And we're going to look at just what those additional items could be. But in order for this to properly work, you have to ensure that you are adequately delivering on the service that they've already paid for first. Meaning that if somebody then, or for instance, if you stay at a place and you expected a really good experience, but it turns out to be about a 2-star experience, and upon checkout, they're asking you if you want to buy something else, your answer is probably going to be hell no, because they did not deliver on that experience that you had already paid for. So it's important for this to actually work. You have to be providing a good experience, a good reservation or stay experience for them first. But what these opportunities for upsell look like. So we've talked about different kits that you can have, meaning that if you understand your niche, let's say my niche is couples, I'm offering them like a couples kit that includes maybe some roses, some chocolates. You're celebrating your anniversary, and we have a wine bottle. But a couples kit is just one of those, in addition to like a movie night kit. If you're focusing on, friends, and it's probably, you can house like 4 people there. A birthday kit, if people have that, if you're interested in celebrating those birthdays, just understand that these upsells, if you are not pre-designing these kits and just leaving them in the closet, this is going to be, again, where that automation piece of all of this begins to just go a little bit lower, because you can't automate something so personal like this. Looking at grocery shopping services, for those of you that are looking at longer stays, meaning like people that are staying in your unit more than 7 days, 10 days, maybe it's a matter of they're corporate workers, they might be travel nurses. You're offering them grocery shopping services, meaning, hey, upon your arrival, we can have a certain number of like groceries in the fridge already for you. It'll be this extra amount for us to go and get them and deliver them, and then we can provide you with the receipt. And then at that point, that is another opportunity for upsell. Now, some of these work best or work better for those who are saying, you know what, I want Airbnb and hospitality to be something that I'm doing full time. This is where you are then integrating different services like this into your overall Airbnb experience. Reselling quality items in your unit. So if you're somebody who's saying, I want to focus on luxury, if you are buying these luxury items already, like you're buying nice robes, you're buying house slippers, and your guests now really enjoy them, maybe at checkout or upon checkout, you're then offering them like, hey, if you really loved and enjoyed that soft plush robe that you got, we actually sell it. And you can buy it from us, and we have them available upon checkout for you. That's just another opportunity for you to sell. And I would say that one specifically works best for those who are catering to that luxury crowd. Affiliate with your local businesses, so local coffee shops, bakeries, what have you, getting a percentage of the purchase. That if you provide a recommendation, if you provide a coupon to your guests, they're now offering you a percentage of the number of guests that you're sending to them per week. This is going to work best, again, with local and small businesses. And then, of course, you all have already seen it from Luana, but placing a car on Turo. And then offering that Turo reservation or that Turo vehicle to guests that are then coming in from out of town, meaning that you're letting them know upon booking, hey, we actually offer an additional, 10% discount to our Airbnb guests who book our Turo vehicle. Let us know if you're in need of that. At that point, you're integrating this opportunity the same way that if you're on Expedia or Priceline, they're like, hey, I know you're looking for a flight, but do you want to bundle the hotel and the rental car in there as well? that is what you're starting to get at. Which of these do I do? So I do the birthday kits. I do the birthday kits and then the affiliations as well. And I don't think I called it out on that previous slide, but Showplace HQ, we mentioned it within the Facebook group. Showplace HQ is one place that you are able to, you're not going to get any additional earnings, but you will get free items from them. So it's showplacehq.com. If you just search the Facebook group, you can find it there as well. But once you all actually have your listings up, they will send you different like free items from different brands. So I've gotten like free soaps from Dove. I've gotten free wine bottles. They've done like a free mattress before. That one's obviously a little more disparate, but you're able to get those free items there. But in terms of what I do the, like I said, the birthday kits, as well as the affiliation with local businesses. I will say the affiliation with local businesses, it's a little lower on the volume just because people, and specifically the niche that I focus on, like families, they're coming to Atlanta for so many different reasons, like these groups. They're either coming for entertainment. Some of them are going to the local, I don't know, coffee shop and just chilling and relaxing. They may be from Atlanta. And then some people are just going to World of Coke. So I don't get a ton of earnings that come through the actual affiliate. But we do get the birthdays. The birthdays are one big one just because we have a photo op wall. That's like another way of me knowing my audience. I have a photo op wall and they can see that from my listing. And then that's usually one that really draws in those crowds that are celebrating their birthday and wanting to take pictures in the unit. Okay. I believe this is the last one. Okay, so yeah, looking at just at what point should you be upselling to guests, or when are those opportunities that you can insert that request, asking them if there's anything additional that they're wanting to purchase. Number one, upon booking confirmation. Excuse me. So if you are someone who you charge extra for check-in or check-out, and that's absolutely at the liberty of you, but we can talk about it a little more if you all have questions. But if you are someone who you are charging for early check-in or even late check-out, then at that point, you can offer that upsell upon booking confirmation, meaning, hey, thank you for booking. If you're wanting to check in early or check out late, please let us know now and we can go ahead and get that process started for you. It's $15 an hour, $20 an hour. Just let us know how long you're wanting to stay. So that's just one opportunity there. And then even furthermore, upon booking confirmation, that's the perfect place to ask whether or not they're wanting any of your kits upon arrival, meaning like a birthday kit, a couples kit, romance kit, whatever you want to call it. Upon check-in, meaning that at check-in, at that point, you might be asking, okay, do you want to check out late? So maybe upon booking confirmation, it's, hey, do you want to check in early? We offer that. Do you want to check out late? We offer that as a service as well. And then upon reminder for checkout, this is when you're also, again, able to offer that point of upselling, meaning that if you are offering them, I don't know, reselling some of the quality items within your unit, that's what this one works best for. That's the opportunity where you're able to insert yourself there. How does payment work for upsells? Through the Airbnb Help Center. So the same place for when we said like damages and all of that, that's the place that you can ask for that payment. And it's going to be an additional service. You'll see you have like 3 different options to choose from, like damaged items or missing items, unclean listing or inaccurate listing, and then additional services, payment for additional services. So that is where that shows up.
So I see that you have like the different reminders, right? So upon check-in or upon booking confirmation, when you're asking for early check-in or late checkout, if they want that. If people opt out of that and say like they don't respond or they don't pay for it in advance, but then they either show up early or bless you, or they, when it's time for them to check out, they don't check out on time. Can we still charge them even if they didn't like technically buy the upsell?
Absolutely, because you still presented that option and they knew it was an extra fee. So if you are someone who you plan on offering a fee for late checkout or early check-in, just make sure you have that listed within your house rules, but they're going to see that numerous times and that's what they agree to. So yes, even if they don't opt for that service, but they're still late, That's why in the message that we send upon checkout, which you'll find the template for it in the Facebook group, we say that, hey, these are the instructions for checkout. And at the very beginning, anybody that's found in the home past the 10-minute mark, you're going to be charged $50, no exceptions. And that's a higher price than if you would have just let us know in advance. Does that make sense, Michael?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay, so what are some items in a birthday kit? Number one, candles. They are going to want some type of backdrop. If you know whether or not usually it's women wanting the birthday kits, women and their friends. But backdrop, balloons, depending on you, confetti. I went the route. I used to put confetti inside of them. I do not anymore because my cleaner started to complain about how hard confetti is to clean up. So we don't do that anymore. And then also if they are of age, like an actual wine bottle. And then the number thing, the number candle. So that's a good one. And we offer that for $25. So it's like you're getting the wine, you're getting the backdrop, you're getting balloons, and you're getting the candle thing, and it's $25. And they show up, and it's like, if it's a person's birthday, they show up to the Airbnb and they feel special because it's like, you got a balloon with a string and a card, and it just looks a little better.
And so with your birthday kit, so like, do the cleaners, they set it all up?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's something that you definitely have to coordinate with your cleaners. So we have the supplies for them in the actual closet. So that locked closet I told you all to have prepared, have that in a locked closet, and that is where our cleaners then set that stuff up. So we buy it in advance and then have it there. And also another one, I don't think this was on the list, but snack baskets. Like if you are just like, it doesn't matter what niche you have, if you just have a snack basket the same way that hotels have like the snack bar and all of that, little note, a snack basket, hey, if you take anything from here, understand that you've now opened it, broken that seal. So you do have to send us this amount via Zelle, via Airbnb Help Center, whatever it is. But as long as there's a little note right there, that is also another one that you're able to implement for anybody.
Do you pay cleaners extra when they do all of this extra stuff?
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because that's going to come out of, again, you're already getting an extra fee from the guest. So it's pretty much like anytime a guest does that, hey, I'm offering you $5 extra on top of what I'm already paying you for cleaning because you got to set this up. $5, $10 extra, whatever it is. But that's going to be based on whatever fee you're choosing for that kit.
Can you touch on again? I think you mentioned if something is happening with your space, rather than you canceling the reservation, you'd reach out to Airbnb and then let them cancel it. And I think you said if they cancel it, that doesn't count against you if Airbnb cancels it, right?
Exactly. So that's really just calling Airbnb's host help center or host helpline. Mm-hmm. And then at that point, you're able to let them know, hey, this is what's going on. Typically, you always want to mention the fact that, hey, this is something that we didn't anticipate, because they're always going to be able to cancel a reservation penalty free because of an issue that you could not anticipate. Meaning, I didn't know that, like, I don't know, a tree was going to fall and block my driveway. I didn't know that the pipe was going to burst underneath the sink. I didn't know the AC was going to stop working. These little issues are things that they're absolutely going to be able to cancel for you, penalty free for your account. Are there any additional questions about upsells? Upsells are one that are sometimes folks have a hard time thinking about.
Oh, I had a question. Okay, this is Smyrna. So